Hello everyone, colleagues. Today we're in Tolyatti. I want to introduce you to Oleg. Remember I mentioned that when you start something that interests people, you get calls from all sides, people trying to help, and so on and so forth. So Oleg is one of those people. He invited us to his base today, so let me introduce you to him because he's been helping us a lot. Oleg, please introduce yourself. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Oleg Kochetkov, the CEO of StankoMashStroy and the esteemed owner of this remarkable facility, which I truly believe is the best suited for building airships. It's absolutely number one. Let me tell you about its dimensions and capabilities. It's 204 meters long, 33 meters high, 28 meters to the beam, and 45 meters wide. Accordingly, you can build airships here, test them inside 24/7, 365 days a year. So, no weather conditions will interfere with this. I believe that as we head into winter, airship construction absolutely needs to continue right here. I've been encouraging everyone to do this. Fyodor and Sergey. We've been getting them involved for about half a year now. I said, we need to come here, and today, on this Saturday, it worked out.
We were waiting for summer to come so we could visit.
So, we came here to check out this site.
Tell me, how did you even find out about us?
At the same time, we've also been diligently working on setting up our very own dedicated space for airship building. We recently went to China, where we carefully checked out some impressive airships, and it was actually your trusted partners, Andre, who kindly introduced us through a valuable Chinese contact.
Yeah, but I actually think he said you saw a video, correct?
Yeah, honestly, it's impossible not to see a video about you guys. It's the right topic, because we keep an eye on you, watch how you're developing. I'd like to help out, be useful involved in this important work, because airship building in Russia, with our vast territories, is the number one direction to go. It's an entire industry, not just a single airship, but hundreds, thousands of airships, small and large, transport massive loads. These are the kinds of things not yet conceived in our industrial mindset, and not transported by road or any other means, simply because there hasn't even been a method to deliver such cargo. Accordingly, airship construction and these massive airships make it possible to send whatever is needed to places like Yakutia or elsewhere, things that simply can't be delivered by road or by plane.
So, a couple of years ago, you bought a building and started restoring it.
Yes, let me tell you about the building. I first saw the building 3 years ago, but it waited for me for a long time. It was listed on Avito for about a year. No one was interested in it because it was in terrible shape, just completely run down. First, we had to get on the roof. It leaked after every rain. Even if it didn't rain, there were still drops everywhere. The roof was so badly soaked through. We removed all that sandwich paneling, got rid of the extra layer, and put on a new roof. That all happened over the summer. They worked on it right into the fall. Over 50 million was spent on the roof. We reconstructed the entire framework. The windows you see now weren't there before. Our team and aluminum frame workshop fully glazed everything in over a year and painted it white. We installed an overhead crane. To give you an idea, the crane has a capacity of 50 tons and spans 45 meters. It's the perfect place, I'll say it. I always wondered what should be produced in this workshop. And then, over a year ago, the idea came to me, the idea of building an airship.
Yeah, you're one of those people who, by the way, really inspires confidence when you say that airships are the future, when people like you talk about it. Let's talk a bit about what's here right now. I see you've got the place filled with machines. Let's just share this. You mentioned it quite modestly, but you are indeed the proud owner of this significant workshop, StankoMashStroy. Could you please tell us in more detail exactly what it is that you do there and what your primary responsibilities are?
First and foremost, I manufacture machines, metalworking equipment. The main facility is currently located in the city of Penza. This was an additional site. We considered it for production and for installing the initial large machines here. Portal milling machines with large tables, 3 of them, and roughly 12 horizontal boring machines. This whole area was to be equipped with them and put into operation. But as of today, we've reconsidered our goals and achievements, and we believe that airship construction should be the top priority here. And as for the machines, they can be easily moved to smaller workshops, because this expansive space is just too big for metalworking operations.
This isn't the first site we've visited with you. We were in Zhukovsky before. Tell us, which location did you start with?
We started out in Litcarino. Litcarino is a good workshop. 3,200 square meters versus 9,300 here. It has a 30 by 20 meter span with two 32-ton overhead cranes. Gates are 10 by 10 meters on both sides, compared to 10.5 by 19 here. And Zhukovsky is a serious topic. Zhukovsky is future technopark for machine tool building, automation, and robotics. Nearby, a plot with access to the Moscow River, where the river stretches for a kilometer, then another kilometer, with a width of 300 meters. We need to go there. Maybe consider building a boathouse.
Yeah, in case anyone didn't get it, Oleg has taken on the construction of a technopark. How many hectares?
17 hectares.
How many thousand do you need to build?
100,000 square meters. That's about 20 workshops, averaging 5,000 square meters each.
So Oleg invited and showed us where it's going to be. There's a river nearby, so we considered building a boathouse. It's located near Zhukovsky. Everyone knows where that.
Remember, we drove to Tiganka, and it took less than 30 minutes. It's convenient near Moscow.
We'll keep looking. Oleg, thank you so much for taking the initiative. Oh, and wait, that's not all. Let me tell you more. Oleg also showed us his property in Dubai, since we're planning international expansion, and Dubai is actually a pretty good location. Of course, Oleg doesn't have such a large space there, but it's right next to Al Maktoum Airport, which is under construction. Also, remind me, how many square meters do you have there?
It's about 4,000 square meters, and the height is a bit less. Around 12 or 13 meters, but the gates are 6 by 7 meters. It turned out that all our gates are non-standard, large, designed for big equipment. Accordingly, this year there will be another exhibition, actually a forum, an air show, a really major one. It takes place every 2 years and will be held just nearby, only 3 kilometers from this warehouse. I think that's a big deal.
Yeah, by the way, Oleg is suggesting maybe let's have a quick vote. Who thinks we should exhibit this December, or maybe go with 0-0 again, or decide right now what we're going to do? Alright, let's do it. Hands up. Yes, let's give Oleg some love. Let's write in the comments. Yes, respect, appreciation, thanks to Oleg. So, we keep searching. Let's see. We'll get somewhere.
But about continuing the search, we really need to settle on this workshop. And it's about time we consider the possibilities of that door across from us. Reinforce it and make not just a 19 by 11 gate, but a full-fledged 25 by, say, 35. Create a proper exit for the boathouse. I think this is just the perfect spot. Especially since we saw the adjacent area with you. It fits all these needs, and if you noticed, when we flew in here, Fedor and I looked out over these open spaces while Sergey was sleeping. So there's plenty of room to maneuver the airship without bothering anyone, ever, not in summer or winter.
Super, it's great. Everything's perfect.
Thank you.